Today, we're going to talk about how you can grow your landscaping business for free by listening to this show. So I'm super excited. This is episode 1 of the Green Mountain Podcast, and let's dive into it. I'm Gabe Arnold, and this is the Green Mountain Podcast. We are the champions who brave the elements to create beauty. We see chaos and create order. We are never afraid of hard work, and we understand the power of strategic thinking and intentional actions. We come from all walks of life, and we will never allow our past to determine our future potential. We create beauty around the homes of our customers and increase the value of our community with the work that we do every day. We understand the power of consistent branding because it helps us grow and serve all those around us. We practice effective sales so our company, employees, and community can benefit from the value we add. We intentionally invest in operational habits that help us deliver excellent results to our customers on a continual basis. We understand that powerful and beautiful things take time to grow, and with consistent watering and intention, amazing results can happen. We are committed to making the world a better place by being positive examples to all those around us. We don't allow anyone to look down on us because we know the value we bring to our community as leaders. We create positive workplaces for our employees so they feel safe and supported, and at the same time, we hold ourselves to high standards. We pursue excellence on a daily basis because we know the journey is worth the sacrifice. We are the protectors of the land. We are the guardians of beauty. We are the heroes. We are landscapers. So we created this show because it's our passion to help landscapers all around the country build and grow profitable landscaping companies. And for me, this is something that I'm passionate about because I spent a lot of years in the trades. When I grew up, it was about 9 or 10 years old is when my grandfather started teaching me contracting, everything from laying down patios and walkways to doing all the mowing that he wanted me to do for him, and ultimately getting into stonework. And over the years, from when I started out very young into my teenage years and then my early 20s, I ended up building a multi-million-dollar contracting company. And I learned a lot through that process. And I'm going to get into my story as we go through different episodes on the show here. But I realized that this is a place where I believe there's so much potential for growth, and there's so many landscapers out there who we love serving and helping. And that's one of the reasons why we created the Green Mountain Podcast. I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a clear map of growth up the Green Mountain of success. And we have actually helped our clients be part of them growing to $10 million a year landscaping companies. And I believe that that's not only possible for more landscapers out there, but it's something that there is a clear path towards success. And so I'm not here to sell you anything on the show. I just want to provide you with amazing free training and inspiration and resources every day of the week. And when you're ready to work with us, we'll be here. But in the meantime, I'm going to provide you as much free value as I possibly can. And so the first thing that I want to share on this first episode of the show is something that we call the C.E.O. method. And first of all, it's called that because I believe it's really important as entrepreneurs, when we're building a landscaping business. It's really important to realize that no matter where we're at, we always have the ability to begin thinking and planning and operating like a CEO. And so I'm going to walk through just kind of giving you the foundational concepts of what's in the C.E.O. method. And then as we go through future episodes, even episodes this week, I'm going to break them down in more detail. If you have any questions along the way, this show is created by and brought to you by Landscape Marketing Hero. So you can always reach out with questions at landscapemarketinghero.com. And we're also continually adding free tools and resources up there that you can use to help you grow your business, market your business, and operationally just be really sound. And so the CEO method stands for, the C stands for consistent branding, the E stands for effective sales, and the O stands for operational habits. And having worked with thousands of startups over the years and hundreds of established businesses as well, I've learned that those are really the 3 key areas that if you focus on those 3 pillars of your business and you just make incremental, continual investments in those areas, then you're going to be able to grow. So consistent branding looks like how do you show up consistently in the community that you want to serve with your logo, with your advertising, with your presence, with your magnets and truck wraps, and how do people see you on a consistent basis so that when they have a need, when they either get tired of mowing their own lawn, or when they have that big landscape design project, or when they want to put a pool in, or whatever it might be, you should be the top of mind company and person that they think of when it comes to landscaping. So consistent branding is key. And we're going to dive into a lot of specific details on what that looks like. But that's the first pillar, is consistent branding. The second thing is effective sales. And fortunately, I'm really grateful that my grandfather started modeling sales to me when I was very young, and then started teaching me more about sales directly as I became a teenager and even into my late teens and early 20s. And effective sales is something that is just like any other skill. Just like consistent branding, effective sales is something that you can learn with practice over time. And there's some principle-based changes that if you make them, you are going to be able to have a huge impact on the number of deals you close, the profitability of what you close, and your ability to be quoting to actually only the most qualified prospects that should be your customers. And so effective sales is part of what we'll be talking about on a consistent basis on the show. If you have any questions about any of this, you can always reach out to us. You can message us, you can drop comments depending on where you're watching this. And if you end up getting to listen to this, which I know that's where I listen to a lot of my podcasts, where I'm out working or doing something, then you can just visit landscapemarketinghero.com to send us those questions. So C is for consistent branding, E is for effective sales, and then O is for operational habits. And I didn't realize how important operational habits were until I actually lost my first business, because I grew it with really consistent, branding. I had highly effective sales, but I didn't understand operational habits that would maintain profitability and health and build a really positive culture in my company. And so because of that, in the 07, 08 housing market crash, I got hit really hard. I had a couple customers who had their credit lines freeze, which in turn, led to me getting stuck for about $250,000. And that forced me out of business in my first business. But it was a really painful experience, something that I don't want to go through again. I ended up going bankrupt for $1,000,013, which was kind of comical in the attorney's office when I realized that was the total, but also it was just like a stinging reminder that I really didn't understand operational habits that would help me be strong and established and grow. So operational habits are everything from how we show up on a daily basis, setting an example for our team, how we set a consistent pattern of communication with our employees, with our team members, and all the way to how we plan our year, how we execute, our financial planning, what we look at on a quarterly, monthly, and weekly basis of how our finances are. There's a lot of pieces in there that I've been grateful and able to take a lot of people through. These are methods that I learned from really experienced contractors, business owners, entrepreneurs, a ton of them in the contracting space and the landscaping space, and also from other spaces and other industries. So I've been blessed to be able to look at a lot of different industries and learn the lessons that apply across all businesses. But specifically, we're going to talk about how they apply to growing and scaling your landscaping business. And what you'll find is our podcast episodes here are going to be short and sweet. I want them to be things that you can think about, you can apply, you can get value from every day, and they're not going to be the long form podcast that I know some of us probably listen to as well that are hours long. That's not going to be the format here, but we're going to make these really just bite-sized chunks that can help you move forward. And one of the things that I believe, and I'm really excited to share with you, is that just like learning, to cut straight lines, to edge a walkway, to, plow a driveway without running into the cars that are parked there, all those things that we learn out in the field, you can learn those same skills as it relates to business development, to marketing your business, to having effective sales, to having these operational habits that help you grow and scale, in a sense, like in a repeatable process that's almost on autopilot once you get the hang of it. And so we are going to provide you a map that shows you how to grow from wherever you are to reaching that $10 million a year mark as a landscaping company. Like I said, we've been part of that process and helped other clients do that in the landscaping space. And so I'm really excited to share that process with you. So tomorrow, we're going to get into more specifics of what consistent branding looks like on episode 2. But I just want to thank you for being a part of this show, for showing up and listening to our early episodes. Again, any questions, reach out at Landscape Marketing Hero. I appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you on the next show. If you're ready to begin your journey up the Green Mountain, where we show you how to build a low-stress, high-profit, $10 million per year landscaping company, then head over to landscapemarketinghero.com to download your free growth map. One of our guides will be there to help you along the way. Again, that's landscapemarketinghero.com.